In this interview with the president of Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, Alhaji Shettima YERIMA, he spoke on the prevailing security challenges of Nigeria and the 2023 presidential election, as well as the suspended NDDC probe by the National Assembly. And question was put to him that what is your assessment of the security situation in Nigeria? He said the current case of insurgency has become disturbing for those of us in the northern part of the country, and it is alarming. We are very disturbed that insurgency, poverty and banditry have become a norm under the watch of a northern president. The northern people are for no just reason killed on a daily basis, either as a result of insurgency, kidnap, rape and bomb attack. So it is a bit confusing as it is today. Before 2015, we were faced with only Boko Haram and few incidents of pipeline vandalization in the Niger Delta region. But today, almost all the crimes you can mention are currently going on repeatedly in all parts of the country, most especially in the northern parts of Nigeria. I have always said that you cannot continue to do the same thing and expect a different result. It can never be different from the previous results until you change the pattern. The method and approach of this government has been the same from 2015 to date, especially when it comes to the issue of strategy. Rather, they are so relaxed and comfortable with the old pattern of leadership. Today, they tell you they funded the Nigerian armed forces to do their job. Tomorrow, they tell you they were not funded enough. The ethics of Nigeria armed forces by military or training is that they hardly come forward to complain that things are not going the right direction because it's not part of their ethics. The truth of the matter is that security agencies are underfunded with the increasing rates of insurgency, banditry and kidnap. That is, if we can sustain this pressure till the next 1 year, we bring untold hardship to the people and increase the level of internally displaced people in the country. The government should consider the lives and properties of innocent and defenseless people who are killed on a daily basis. The attitude of this government to security challenges is to satisfactory at all. It is not satisfactory at all. They must change their strategy to security if really they want to combat insurgency to a standstill. They must cooperate with communities and engage them with proper ways of becoming vigilant. If the government continues to use the old strategy, definitely the results will remain the same and will continue to grow worse every day. So, what is the implication of the attack on Borno State Governor by the Boko members? He said the implication of the attack on the Borno State Governor is that no one is practically safe in the state if a governor who is the chief security officer of the state could be possibly attacked in broad daylight. That is what it simply implies, even though to an extent I understand that there is conflict of interest where the governor is saying one thing and the army is saying another thing. That also implies that there is no synergy between the state governor and the Nigerian armed forces, specifically the army. And when there is synergy between when there is no synergy between a state governor and the security forces, definitely incidents like the recent attack would occur. We hope that there will be a resolution of misunderstanding between both parties to prevent such disappointing attacks. It is obvious that the northern leaders have failed their people, hence they have the Amajiri. What is your take on that? He said it is very sad. Sad in the sense that the northern leaders have been in the reign of power and today we are faced with nothing despite a long time stewardship and diligence. The level of abject poverty in the north and the country at large, lack of employment, continuous banditry, Amajiri have all become an order of the day. We expected that with these resources we had and the opportunities we have got so far, to an extent, I am one of those who feel we have not got our fair share of democracy in Nigeria. And when I raise the issue of democracy, I am confronted with a lot of problems. We expected something better than what was obtained in the past, and from what we see today with the promises of propaganda the President Buhari government came with, it is nothing but a shameful disappointment to say the least. The rate of death, insecurity and poverty has increased by triple. The economic policy does not favor the country at all. It is not the best interest of Nigerians. So the so-called anti-corruption fight is neither here nor there. As a matter of fact, this regime is the worst ever anti-corruption fight we have seen so far. The EFCC that is meant to fight corruption and persecute corrupt public office holders is now a shameful mess of alleged corrupt practices. The NDDC is undergoing a probe because of corrupt practices. All this is happening under the watch of this administration. The President Buhari-led administration has borrowed a huge amount of money. In your opinion, what will be the nation's future, as it seems she may not be able to pay back the loan? He said, that is where I personally have serious problems. And this is why we have decided to say you cannot continue to pile debts on this country, knowing fully well that these debts are unable to pay back, and we are just piling up debts for the next government, and you are still borrowing more. The question is, how much have they borrowed so far, and what exactly have they used the loans for? We demand to see what these loans have been used for. I think it is time we inform the international organization who gives them these loans that it is high time they stopped giving Nigeria loans, and any further loan given is at their own expense, because the fact remains that this country is unable to pay back these loans collected. We must go through any means possible to ensure that we stop any further collection of loans. It is a huge burden that will cripple the country's economy and become a curse to our youth who have no jobs, and our sovereignty would be likely compromised. Therefore, we say no to any further loans. So guys, this man said a lot of things, but I'm just surprised. Tomorrow again he will come and say another thing. Next tomorrow again he will say another thing. Now I think he's now buttressing what Obasanjo has said. What is not different from what Obasanjo has said? Because now maybe before you know, Garba Shehu and Femi Adesina, they will start looking for what to say concerning this man, because now he has been able to, he has been able to say the way the old things, the old situations, what we are experiencing in this country. He has been able to say it. So maybe they will start looking for when and how he ruled the country, because I'm sure they will begin to look at how he has been coordinating the Arewa youth. Oh, they will tell you that he does not have electoral value. He's one of the enemies, this and this and that. The truth is there. They are calling Obasanjo names, and somebody is asking, a lot of people are asking, what Obasanjo has said, are they true or not? It's still the same thing. Everybody's saying the same thing, but they're on the other side. But it is shameful, because it's really embarrassing to them. You are defending what is glaring bad before the whole world. It's bad. The situation is bad. What more can one say again? Is it what this man is saying? Is it different from what Obasanjo has said? You guys are the ones bearing the problem. You are bearing the brunt. The more from you, every form of whatever. Like we've always said, everybody knows that it was only Boko Haram and few and pockets of crimes here and there. But now we have numerous of them, and they're even begging them. The worst part of it is that foreigners are coming into this country to intimidate the people, and yet the government is not doing anything. They will be bragging that a lot of people voted them. They know what they can do. They have the capacity. So I'm expecting Femi Adesina and Garba Shehu to come and attack this man now, to come and tell us what he has done wrong, because that is what they are going to be looking for, to be looking for anybody's fault who is going to be criticizing them or putting the problems before them. It's unfortunate, but tomorrow again, all these people now, they will try to cover up. Oh, is our person. But at the end of the day, you are the people suffering it the more. You have been at the end of affair, your region, and yet what have you brought out? You have created enough, more than enough poverty, more than enough people out of school, children out of school. Anything you can think of, insecurity is embedded in your area. Then what are you gaining? Why must you be supporting your people, and meanwhile your people do not even have your interests at heart? Is it just to be there as president, or you have them in all the appointments? They are the ones heading all the appointments and the parastatals. Is it all about that? But the larger populace is suffering. So guys, let's say your opinion. Leave your comment below and let us know what you think. Thank you.